Welcome back to Supers Live. This is a Super Modified Ultimate Pavement Racing Series, and if you missed that one, you missed a couple of pretty good races. The second race maybe not as good as the first from the standpoint of tight, close racing and some crazy racing going on out there. But at the end of the day, some great competition throughout the event, and we're going to talk to your mid-season champion. Brad Keyser by 1 point. Brad Keyser comes home as the Super's midseason champion, picks up the 15 bonus points. Congratulations, Brad. That was a heck of a run. Consistency really paid off here tonight. That second race, though, you had a shot at the win as in the first one for a little while. A good night all in all at the Big O. How do you feel about racing this one?
Yeah, it was a fun race. We're tired of Oswego. It's a great track. We just run it a lot. Kind of a frustrating night. I was really faster than Rob in the first race. I think he was saving something, and he got a little loose coming out of two. And the only way I don't take him out is to dodge him and put her down to the inside wall. And really kind of took myself out of it and got in a three-way battle there with Nelson and Keith, and was fortunate to come back out in second. But I definitely had a fast car. And then in the second race, it was really about trying to navigate the start coming from the back of the pack, navigate the start and try to get up there. And then got by Rob on a restart. He pushed a little bit, so I got by him, and the car was absolutely on. It was running 16-1, 16-2, 16-1, 16-2, and the 41 was just getting closer and closer and closer and closer. And right when I heard a yellow, then my screen immediately hit yellow, and I kind of looked at it, and I bounced off the outside wall in the front stretch, then the inside wall in the front stretch. I wasn't the cause of the caution. Um, and from there, I think I was just a little too aggressive. On the final restart, Keith really lost it going into 1 and 2. I mean, he did a great job saving it. He had that thing as sideways can be. And there was a split second I thought I should just gun it in there and I'm gone. You won't be able to take it. But again, knowing he's in a points race and knowing what's going on big picture, I could lay it off, let him regather it. But that was just enough momentum coming off of two where I really didn't have a good run at him in the last 4 laps there. And fast car, happy with it. Happy first to finish service has done great. Rob Move recently connections are obviously great and stable. Hairbag Studios, Breeze Graphics, everything we do for this has been outstanding. And icing's on top. Zach is running for Rookie of the Year. We had a new rookie here this evening, which was great to see him get some laps out there. But it was just nice to have a good 9-car field and see some good close racing for a while of it.
Well, let's see now. We're going to talk to the driver who won the second twin here. Keith, put one on you, pal. Winner of the second twin 35. Congratulations, Keith. A win's a win, no matter how you slice it, and that'll help with the points for sure. At the end of the day, you threw everything in the book at it in the first race. Let's talk about that one real quick. Choosing to go to the tail. What were you thinking?
Hey, thanks, Bobby, for having me. And well, I wasn't 100% confident I could hold Brad and Rob off for 35 laps with them starting right on my tail. The car's really good around the end of the race, even though it's just 35 lapper. We have all these cars like set on kill, so I noticed in practice last Sunday, a couple of the fast guys was getting twitchy there at the end, and my car seemed to stay, pretty stable. I made a couple adjustments yesterday, and I really liked it, but I wasn't confident that I could hold them off the first 15 laps. So going to the back, I can really get lucky and win it, and then that would be huge bonus points. But I just felt a little safer, and I thought, well, if I could finish third or second, it would pay off. So that's kind of what I was thinking, and almost had it. I was running fourth, and Nelson was really losing his car at the end of that first race, and Brad wasn't sure where to go, and I almost got both of them when they both wiggled off of two, but Brad was able to keep just enough bite to keep me pinched down, and had to let them go, and then you made an awesome move by me. And at that point, I just didn't have enough car to get back to you guys or enough time. So it didn't work out like I was hoping. I was really hoping for, second, a third, even a fourth in that first race, and then see what happens in the second race. But I was just super stoked. I was able to get this win. I hold Rob off at Oswego in the win car. That's no easy task. So super excited. I got that one win. Don't really know. I know the points got interesting coming into tonight, and we could either gain really big or just gain a little bit on each other. We weren't going to race for points this season, but I guess now that we're here at the midseason, something interesting to talk about. But real quick, just want to thank Supers, Icy's on Top, great sponsor I got there, CPR Motorsports, First Fish Race Servers, Breeze Graphics, and Hairbag Studios for everything he does. Glad he's back this week. And congrats to Rob and Brad for having some really, really good cars here tonight.
Run by you, Keith. Both features really charging up in the first one and hanging on for the win in the second one through a bunch of cautions. Or not a bunch of cautions, but enough cautions to make a man sweat, that's for sure. Keith put one on your pal out of Carrollton, Ohio, comes home with the win in the second Twin 35. The winner of the first Twin 35, and a guy who has won the midseason championship 3 times, was going for a record-tying 4th here tonight. Rocket Rob Warren. Rob, great race in that first one. You got a little loose. Tell us real quick about that one, and then we'll talk about the second one.
Yeah, loose in both of them, as well as the dash and time trials and everything. These guys are so fast. I'm pulling out all the stops. I'm trying to make the car as quick as theirs, and I can't. Congrats to Keith Powell on the second race win, and congrats to Brad Keyser on the consistency to get the mid-season championship, if I'm right. Am I right?
Yeah, you are, for sure. Yep, mid-season champion, Brad Keyser.
Well, congrats to Brad on mid-season championship, as well as Keith on the second race win. The first race, Brad probably would have won that if I had gotten out of the way, but I was running my low and slow line, and the car kept squirting out in the back end, going down the back stretch, down down the front stretch, everywhere. It was just kind of too free, and I couldn't figure out how to tighten it up. I've tried a bunch of different things, and all it did was slow the car down. So I'll be really interested to see if the setups that we gained tonight from the top 3 finishers of each race actually make any difference to how the car drives, or is it my pedal set, is it my steering wheel, or is it the guy behind the seat? I'm guessing that's what it is. But it doesn't matter. A fun night of racing, a first, a third, second in time trials. That's a darn good night. I guess that's a 1, 2, 3 in the wrong orders, I guess. But we'll take it. And just gotta thank you and Supers for all you do. Cindy Luhu and Icings on Top for everything. I'm still in the process of unpacking the garage, so I've got, just pulled out the mirror from the Triple Crown Award, and a couple of other trophies that I got from Icings on Top. Huge thanks go out to KT and Breeze Graphics. Awesome stickers. I've got some that came in the mail not too long ago, and I just got to find a home for them, what I'm going to stick them on. And Hairbag Studios for making us all look that much better. Awesome races all night, and thanks to everyone. Brand new guy got himself kind of hung up on the front stretch and did what he should. He stayed right there. He escaped when he should have. No caution called. So, we got a brand new guy that's in the league. And I had 2 young gentlemen from the Mexico area come over and pick up a steering wheel that I worked on earlier this week. So hopefully, I think they're still probably watching the broadcast, but hopefully we'll get a couple more from the local area. But awesome racing, and yeah, the more guys we get, the more fun it seems to be.
It was a great night of racing here at Oswego Speedway with the Twin 35s. Double points, big bonus points on the line. Keith Powell coming home with the Supers Charger in the first race. Brad Keyser was fast all night long, set the fastest lap in both feature events. Well, we're going to wrap things up here tonight from Oswego Speedway, but before we go, we want to remind you we have got one huge week of super modified sim racing coming at you starting next Monday. This coming Monday, as a matter of fact, on the 3rd of February, we start our 2020 Florida Speed Weeks. From February 3rd to the 7th, we'll be racing R-Factor and NASCAR Heat at 5 different tracks, 5 different nights, and we'll crown one Florida Speed Weeks champion. You don't want to miss the fun in the sun at the Florida Speed Weeks coming up next week on the Supers Broadcasting Network. But for our winners here tonight, Keith Powell and Rob Warren, they'll pack their flip-flops and get ready to go to Florida after victories in the Twin 35s. And certainly Brad Keyser will be looking for a margarita on the beach as he celebrates his mid-season championship for the Super Modified Ultimate Pavement Racing Series. I'm Bob Gangwer, your host here, thanking all of you for joining us on the Supers Broadcasting Network. Thanks to First to Finish Race Servers for providing sound, perfect, beautiful running servers for our Twin 35s tonight. Thanks to Icings on Top as well for all of their awards and support. And thanks to Hairbag Studios, BreezeGraphics.com, Borderline Enterprises, and each and every one of our racers. And welcome in to our new super modified racer, Sawyer Stout, who did a great job here tonight in his first Supers event. So come back next week, Monday through Friday, for more super modified sim racing at its finest on the Supers Broadcasting Network. We're leaving Oswego Speedway, headed for the Sunshine State, wing side up and wheels to the ground.
Well, if you're gonna do it, I say do it with someone you love. And if you're going through it, I say do it with someone you love. I've been around a long time, in and out of love. But if you're gonna do it, I say do it with someone you love. Come on.